Hello everybody. A little video here. Have some quite a few videos piled up to be made. We'll make some about 3 videos tonight. One of them is going to be the most interesting one. That was going to be the one of understanding the 5D union and what's going on with the energies. What the changes are actually, so you can kind of picture it a little bit more of understanding what the 3D, 4D, and 5D is and where that comes from on it. And I also post a few quotes that I'm going to be kind of like a go overview of some of the things. The other one that's going to be the one 5D and the kids. It's very important when you go into the 5D. The thing between you and the kids will change. It's going to be changed dramatically. It's going to be changed, like all the certain things will begin to happen, things that you never imagined into. And the third one, it's 5D in your work. We were talking about work for quite a few, and I had a message, Dio, can you make a 5D in work? And what happened is the same message came in twice, and I will make that video. I hope that video is gonna be kind of like a helping you out how you to navigate with the things that you have at work, so you can be understanding what is your actually type of work when you go into it. So so the first one right now that I'm going to be making is you to understand uh, how the 5D works as far as the union, why some of the things they're not the same, why some of the things that is going to be happen like changes inside of you, they're going to be quite a bit differently. Here in the 5D, everything goes fast. And I mean it fast because it's a higher level, it's a higher vibration, it's a higher things. They are working on it. So let me begin first of all. What's going to happen is that you will understand that one day someone will walk in your life and make you see why you never work out with anyone else. Why they didn't work out? Because he was never meant to be. It was never meant to be to work out. If something was meant to be to work out, it would have worked out. But if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work into. So, we'll minimize this for a second and go back to my white screen. So what is a 3D? 3D is the three things who coexist in one place. Say this is you, this is someone else. We'll put them. So this is one, two. And when you make a connection, it becomes three. And during this connection, what is? You and another person connected together. There is not much going on. There is no soul evolution. There is no things that goes on. Usually, if you're looking for something that you want to go up, or they want to go up, it doesn't have a connection. And this is what happens in a normal, regular relationships, because this is also known as the 3D. We're going to work, having a kids, having a house. Um, we live happily ever after. We retire and we are done. Regular 3D life, regular 3D things that goes on into. And during that 3D, people are striving. A lot of the people who know they are built for something else, they are built for something completely different. They understand how the thing goes on. I'm just gonna draw this right here. Same one, we're gonna need it later on. 1, 2, and 3. So down in the life, what happens is this connection doesn't work very well. You want something else. You want to connect to something else. You want to move. Somehow this is too stationary. It doesn't resonate with your soul. It doesn't resonate with the things that you want. And now you're walking into the 4 dimension, the 4D. Now you're dealing with 4 different matters, with 4 different situations. The one soul goes in and says, like, you know what, I need to evolve. I don't feel good. I don't feel right. And this, when it's become the duality, you begin to question everything. You begin to question the stuff. And usually during this period, you're connected into the universe. Once you connect to the universe, this line somehow getting broken. So now you have 1, 2, 3, and the universe becomes 4. You begin to live in the 4 dimension. Somehow, if you have a partner or you love someone else, the things doesn't work out because they're not meant to be. You begin to understand this connection very well. This begins to grow and grow and grow until you don't learn that you have to do one thing. You have to learn how to let it go. You learn how to let it go. When the time goes by, you understand that what you're doing doesn't work. The things are not the way they are actually meant to be. So you let it go completely, and you let it go. And you go to the universe, you go to God, and it's like, God, only you knows what to do in my life. You know what's going on, because I don't. Evidently, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. The only thing that works is this one right here. That is your personal relationship with the universe. That's your personal relationship with God. So you go to God and you tell him, you talk, you have your inner talk through the soul. Hey, listen, I need to do what I need to do. The universe says, did you let it go of everything? Did you clear that out? Did you fix yourself? Do you love yourself? Did you do your inner work? You think you're ready for what I have for you? If you're not ready, you will know. If you're ready, the universe will says, okay, you're ready. So you have a 1, 2, 3, and then the universe gonna say, okay, it's your time. You're gonna begin into the 5D. This line doesn't exist. Why? This is the line that it's into the material. And you will understand when you go into the 5D connection that it's divine and it's going into the soul. Everything that you're going to need, it's going to come from here. Every energy, everything that is going to go through it, it's going to come from there. If you look at it for the physical part, it's going to be connected into the divine. You don't need this connection here now. You will understand this connection is not needed. When you need to have a physical or intimacy, it's going to go through the universe, and the universe is going to give you the bliss of that energy, which is a lot of the people, that's what they are looking for. They're looking for this divine love and intimacy combined with everything, with heart, soul, and a body. And that's why when this energy comes in, it's gonna be comes in on its own. You're going to feel that energy, you're gonna understand this energy, you're gonna understand everything else. The other thing that it's gonna be understand, it's when the one person has a challenge, the other is gonna be back it up to the divine. If the one has to learn one lesson, and now the support comes here, the same lesson is gonna comes in, and it's gonna be learned here. This is how the one talk to learn. You will learn about this once you get into the 5D. You will learn that a lot of things that we knew and that we were told to us, they're not the right things. But once you arrive into this case, into the 5D, please respect everything, because what's going on into the 5D, it's a completely different story. Sometimes the words, they're not very well enough to express, but they're also not enough to kind of like explain everything, because the human language is not that evolved. Because here in the 5D you also work with energy, you also work with things that not been said but they've been felt, and that's why you're going to evolve more and more into this module. Something interesting to understand though, when you go through this process, you're gonna be reincarnated. You're gonna be reincarnated without you to die, without you to get to the body, because you also reincarnated here from the 3D. And you will learn that in order to get into the union and to have this balance perfect, you have to go back and solve your issues as the 3D. You have to find this, you have to fix this, and everything once it's clean, there will be nothing else left for you in this lifetime except this. And it's going to be nothing else. And you begin to understand this over the time, because when it's the right time, whoever it's your right partner, it's going to come into your life, and they're going to do exactly opposite of your expectations. You will understand that that union you will have no expectations. Whatever you learn into the 4D or the 3D, you already know how certain people act and react. So that will create some kind of like assumptions in you, but you will see everything that you do with that partner just works. It's not just sits in one spot. You will understand why you went through the 3D to the 4D and why you're here, why you're in the 5D. As I stated in earlier videos that I made before, only you got in your twin flame days. So when a God comes in, it says, hey, you two, I made that for you. That's going to be a shock to you. Because in the 4D, you saw someone and you said, this is my twin flame. Who said it? Did God said it? Or you said it? It's going to be understand that little difference inside of you when that time hits you, you to recognize the truth. 5D is based out of the truth. 5D it's not based out of what's going on. Here the 5D, the only thing that matters, number one, the truth. Number two, action. Number three, love. Number five, energy. And so on. But this right here, the very first one, it's gonna be the one that's gonna lead to everything else. Because when you have the truth, you're gonna get the right actions, you're gonna get the right love, and it's gonna be turns to the right energy. Because you are working right now with the right energies for it. So I have like a few quotes for you. I hope that a little bit kind of like cleared things out on it, and I have some few more words for it. Real conversation. On a 3D, when you try to have a conversations about your what's going on deep inside of you, there is a huge fears. There is a fears of who you are, what happened in your life, what happened at work. You're afraid to go ahead to your wife and tell her, hey, listen, I have this co-worker, and I stare her. If I was just like getting her, I was gonna, you know what I'm talking about. There is no real conversations there, really. Real conversations. And the 4D, when you have a spiritual connection and you thought someone is with you, you try to have the real conversation with them, it doesn't work. Why? It's not the right person. If the right person wanted to talk to you, they would have talked to you. It's missing the right action. So if it's not the right person and it's not the right action, therefore it is the false, is not the truth. And it's not real. And in the 5D, this part here, you can talk 3 hours and you've been talking for 5 minutes. You talk for 8-10 hours a day, still 5 minutes. You will be breaking your legs to go have those conversations because they're gonna be real. The other person's gonna feel you, you're gonna feel them, and it's gonna become the real magic. And that's how you will know. It's not about the body, it is about a conversation. This part here though, that's a very important part. So since you don't see it very well, I'll kind of like zoom it in. It says, step into the fire of self-discovery. And in the bottom says, they will not burn you. This fire will not burn you. It will only burn what you are not. Once you're getting into this level, and you're going to be removing, trusting and let go of the things that you need to trust, you're going to learn the things that doesn't serve a purpose, the things that doesn't do the right things with the right actions for the right reasons. They are going to die. And the only thing that it's going to die inside of you, it's what you don't need it anymore into the 5D. Doesn't matter what it is. You're not going to be resonate with the 4D. Doesn't matter what you're trying to do. You go back into the 4D and you're going to be like, I want to get off of this hell. The same way you wanted to get off of the hell out from the 3D. And that, for some of you, is going to be a very interesting story. So, something from a very great spiritual master. His name is Peter Dunov. He's also Bulgarian like me. And this was given in to me from the person I am connected to. So here what that is. I translate it from Bulgarian, is in the bottom. This is English. The man and the woman represent souls that came from God. Free up the man from his form as the same you free up the woman from hers. You look how they will love themselves as souls. When you unite those two souls and make it one, they light up Davo itself. At the same time, the warming of the souls will also increase twice as much, and all this at the same time will increase their intelligence and their own other capabilities. Until this union do not happen between these two souls, the future change in the culture will not be born. Want to know the responsibility, so it's the other side, you will know why you were born. When you get to this level of oneness, your perception will change about the world, and once you feel the heaven in you, you will want to bring the heaven on earth. And this is written back in the 1900s, long before I was born. That was something that's here what we are talking about as a twin flame into the 5D. And if you are stuck in somewhere in the 3D or 4D or even if you are kind of like kind of thrown out the 5D, take a look at yourself. What do you hold on into it? What are you hold on? Are you hold on to the truth, or you hold on to some kind of illusion of your own self? So with this, I want to leave you with that video. I will thank you so much for watching the video and looking for a comment. Be love.